Sup my dudes, Val here. Today I'm going to be talking about some very basic, or not basic, but some Lost Warrior tips and hints and stuff to help you guys out if you guys are getting stuck with this character, and basically talk about him and stuff. Well, one big tool you're going to have, one of your best moves is going to be, for example, if we put him to guard only at the beginning, is this. 6MS into 6S. This combo works really well. You regenerate a lot of stamina while it's going on. A lot of people fall for it because the 6MS is +9 on block, and it lets you go into this, which then you can kind of pressure if you want to. You can go back to full screen. Full screen zoning is one thing this character is really good at. So I'm bringing that up right away because that is going to be the way you do a lot of stuff. For example, he can't, because your moves are so slow and really bad range outside of this. This has good range, but genuinely your moves range are pretty rough. And they're pretty slow. You can't punish a lot of moves that other characters can outside of 6MS. You want 6MS to kind of be your main form of punishment. You can do combos with it, you can do all sorts of stuff, put stacks down. 6S is going to be a lot of your main form of punishment. Alright, so this is going to look really like a random cut in the video because I forgot this while I was going over it, but this is a pretty important thing to know. Whenever you're doing 5MS, you have car cancels, jump cancels. I think they're called car cancels, not 100%. I'm not good at FGC terminology. But you can jump cancel 5MS, which is that move. One of the most important things to learn as Lost Warrior is how to jump cancel into another one. If you 5MS, you jump cancel, you can do another 5MS or any special. For example, if I were to input down, up, over, whenever I'm doing it on the hitbox, if I go down, up, over, into any special move, it'll go into it. For example, if I do this, well, I messed it up there, but it's a very hard input. You can see I did that, and it starts the mana regeneration one because it is a quarter circle back as far as the game's concerned with a jump cancel in between. So the way I'm doing this to show my hitbox is I hit this, and then I hit the buttons very quickly. You can see I'm hitting up, letting go of up, and then hitting 5MS. So I have 5MS and then another 5MS. Well, let me reset real quick. 5MS, 5MS, 5MS. So that's a very important trick to learn. Hopefully you guys have no issues picking it up, but it is very important as Lost Warrior to go ahead and learn that trick. It's going to be your gateway to lots and lots of damage. As I'll show later on in the video probably, because I'm going to put this towards the front of the video, you'll see me doing setups like that. Very important because it lets you do Oki setups to where you can be doing all sorts of crazy madness stuff like this into your safe jump. Well, not that. That's a cool combo, but not that. Into safe jump. You can see safe jump setup here. Lets you punish. And they cannot punish with DP if you block immediately after. So that's one thing I want to get right away. The other way you're going to punish people is catch them with the 5A. Or, yeah, 5A is going to, no, not 5A, 2A, excuse me. 2A is going to be one of your best ways to do it. 2A followed up by 5S. And then, as you can see, on block, it's not a true block string. Meaning, if you do this, it's somewhat to a frame trap. They can't actually get out of it. So if you think they're going to hit a button, this is a good way to catch them. And then you can follow this up with a 6S to where if they try to hit a button there, they'll get hit by the 6S. I've had a lot of success with this exact setup. That setup has helped me out a lot. So now if I put them in for blocking, if I make it so the NPC does nothing but block, I'll show you a true, like, it's not a true block string, but it's a block string I do a lot. You have lots of options off of this. That's the main thing to keep in mind. Like, I can go here to here to here to here. I can keep doing stuff like this. But there are options that they can take to get out of it. It all depends on what your opponent's wanting to do. You have to keep them guessing. Or I can do this, and then over it, and keep going, and keep doing stuff like that. I can do that, and then another thing I can do overhead is if I think they are going to jab out of it, because a lot of people can actually just jab out of that. It's not a true block string. There are gaps in the pressure where they can beat it out. If I think they're going to try to jab out of it, then I'm going to do this and go back to pressure. That was a really bad example, but yeah, because he got far enough away. You can see it goes overhead twice where it potentially could hit, and then I go into that. If you are using 2B to pressure, I don't like 2B to pressure, but if you are using 2B to pressure, use 6MS to follow it up. And the reason for that being is you can hit confirm using the 6MS. For example, if I was to use 2B into 5S, which a lot of people like to do, you can see they can tech out of it. They'll tech out of it and then punish your 5S, so I don't recommend doing that at all. But if you were to use 2B into 6MS, it connects. And it lets you hit confirm into even more follow-up. So if I do this, then I can follow up with this and get one more stack. So it's a pretty damn good option. I think, at least. I think 2B into 6MS is kind of the way to go. Although you could go 2B into 236MS? I just call it 6MS. But if you want the mana regen, you do 236MS. And then, but although if you're doing this combo, you won't have any mana. Ooh, ooh, yeah. So you don't have any mana to actually extend it fully. But you get 2 stacks out of it. You get to be right on top of them. So you get lots of pressure. There's all sorts of stuff you can do. You can also do 2B to 6S if you really feel like it. But that doesn't work. But I guess it catches them trying to press buttons. I don't recommend it. But never do 2B to 5S because you're just putting yourself in prime punishment position. And if you whiff the 5S, you cannot follow it up. So now we get into basic 100 meter B&Bs. 100 meter B&Bs for me are kind of just, I go for simple stuff. I like to try to set up for Oki because it's very important that you keep pressure on them and you don't let pressure come to you. This character is not very good at dealing with pressure at all. So you want to do stuff like this and then walk up and now I'm overhead. And I can throw that light, I can follow that light up with a grab like I showed before. I can do all sorts of stuff. Well, it's a little tricky on the timing to get it, but you guys will get it. Good. And look, that will hit confirm into that if that overhead hits, which I believe it's guaranteed on Wake Up. Don't quote me on that. I believe it is. Let's turn on reversal settings. And let's have him... I gotta swap controllers real quick. Give me a second. Because the recording feature is not made for pads. So, let me do this. Oh, wait. Alright, there we go. We have that set up. So now let's try this again. Let's try this setup again. See how this works. Alright. Bop, bop, bop. Oh, maybe I was a little too slow there. Oh, wait, that's right. It's not... I'm doing it wrong. Nope, nope, nope. Bop, bop, bop. See, they can DP out of it still, so that's one thing to keep watch for. If you're trying to do the X option, or you're trying to do the MS option, they can DP out of it. But it should be safe. At least it's been a safe jump option on literally everyone else. Yeah, you can see. But I didn't connect there. Let me try to get one where I connect. Yeah. Yeah, you can see I connect there, and then I can go into actually 2B punish into this. Yeah, I could do that as a punish instead. You get the idea. It's definitely a safe jump. It's one option I do a lot. So once again, to reiterate, it is 2A, 5MS, or 5S into 5M. I messed it up because I'm trying to talk. I'm just not going to talk. I'll just show you. You guys know what buttons they are. Bop, bop, bop. So that's the option. I wasn't holding block there, but you get the idea. That's the Oki setup for a safe jump. It's one option I use a lot, the pressure. Now, if I have mana to play with, you just kill them. There's lots of combo paths you can do. I'll show you guys what I think is the best one. If you have mana to play with, if you have like a full 200 mana and you want to kill them, you get a hit. One thing I like to do a lot is I like to throw out 5MSs whenever they're jumping. Let's say the opponent likes to jump a lot. Let's say I'm catching them jumping, right? They like to jump. They jump. You're 200 mana. They should be dead here. For example, this into this. And now they're frozen. Now you get your 5 hits in. 4, 5. And this is 898 damage. It is 2 damage away from killing most of the cast. So odds are they're dead with this. That's the typical combo I like to use if I have 200 mana and I have Awakening available. I like to kill them if they try to jump, and this is the way I do it. You have other combo routes you can do, like ideally you do actually the triple. I let him rise up too much before the triple fully went off. Yeah. The triple one's kind of hard, but you have to hit them grounded. You can't hit them jumping when they're doing it, but most of the time when you catch 5 MS and you're low mana, you're going to hit them jumping. You can do this. And then you start mashing down our 5S, or 2S, excuse me. Get your 5 in. And here you can see it's 936 damage. But due to the way damage scaling works, this is a lot more damage. And yeah, those are basically the main combos I go for if I have 200 mana. But I'm going to be real, most of the time you're scrambling, everything's wild. You'll throw something like this, you'll throw this, you'll be like, oh damn, I want to go big damage. You'll go this. And then you'll freeze them and you'll be doing all sorts of crazy stuff. And weird stuff will happen. It happens a lot with Lost Warrior. Like, the way he jumps around and stuff, it kind of goes all over the place. Anyways, those are some very basic things with Lost Warrior. A lot of it comes down to matchup knowledge, knowing how to beat each specific character in the game. But those are the basic things I do, essentially. Combo paths and stuff, you'll kind of have to find out for yourself. Because, like I said, it's very squirrely. A lot of situations you'll do random stuff. It's just kind of how it ends up coming out. You have to look at your mana and be like, oh, I can do this, this, and this. Or I'm trying to generate more mana. If you want to generate more mana, then odds are you're going to be doing this a lot, because this generates a lot of mana while it's passively going. You can see the amount of mana I'm generating doing it. It's a lot of mana. It lets you get out 1 extra stack if you need to just get the time stops 100%, or if you're at like 180 mana, you don't have the 200 mana to start the combo. It's definitely an option to look at. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, as always. Hopefully you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. If you guys have any more questions about Lost Warrior, let me know in the comment section below. As far as like my button inputs and everything, I know people are curious about that. It's all just basic stuff. I haven't swapped anything around. It's literally default. My hitbox is default. Everything's default. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.